All right, welcome to lab number 4 of AZ-801. This is implementing Hyper-V Replica and Windows Server Backup. So we're starting with Hyper-V Replica. And we're here on our server 2, as you can see. And we're going to start off with PowerShell. So first, let's see what the status of our firewall is. I'm going to get the rule and the name is going to as follows: Hyper-V Replica HTTP listener, and specifically the TCP in rule. And let's see if we got that. Here you can see it. The status seems to be okay and is not enabled currently. So let's enable it. Then we need to get some storage. So let's do a replica storage directory. And then we can set the VM replication. Oops, set the VM replication server. And we set replication enabled as true. And then we set the authentication type as Kerberos. And Kerberos authentication port as 8080. What else do we need? Let's let it be open. So anyone can replicate. And then the storage locations should be we do replica storage. Okay, maybe check if that went through. Oops. Yeah, it is. It should be like. Okay, so let's see what kind of virtual machines we got here. There's one. It's currently off. Let's open up another PowerShell. And let's use this one to get into server 1. Let's look at the same firewall status over here. And then similarly, let's create replication server here. All right, so now backup server 2. Let's enable replication of the virtual machine from this server to server 1. Okay. We're here. We're going to do an enable VM replication. to server 1. Port is going to be 80. Authentication type is going to be Kerberos. And our computer name is Then we can start the initial replication of C core 1. And then we can check that status. Here you can see that it's working. We can also, over on this side, take a look at the VMs that are available. And you can see that C core 1 has moved over. Now at some point the replication should be ready, and now it is. So it's replicating. So now we can prepare for a failover. So we're going to do VM failover and just prepare. VM name is going to be core 1, and the computer name that we're on is server 2. And so ask us if you want to do this. Yes. And now it's been preparing. And now over on this side, what we can do is start the failover. We wanted to get the C core 1, and then our computer name is C server 1. Again, we're asking if we really want to do this. Yes, we do. So now it should have failed over, and now we can say that we want server 1 to be the primary for this. So, what we can do here is set VM replication reverse. VM name is still C core 1, and the computer name we want is C server 1. No. VM replication. There we go. And then we can start the VM, right? So if we now get the VM, it's here and it's off. So now we can say start name is C1, and I want to start it here. There it is. So again, one of the things that we can do is check the replication status. And it is currently replicating. The primary server is server 1, and the replica is this time server 2. We can also stop replicating or stop the VM. There we go. So Next up, let's do some backup and restore. Let's go to File Explorer. And let's create a new folder under C. Let's call this the backup share. And then give access to it. And what we want to do here is we want to give authenticated users read-write permissions to this folder. So now remember, this is our PowerShell on server 1. So let's install the Windows backup feature here. All right, we got that one. So now what we can do is use the admin tool. We also have Windows Server Backup commandlet. So let's do a backup. Let's first create a directory. Over here called files. And then let's create some files. So let's create a policy. And in that, let's put a file spec. So now we can add that. And then let's get a target for that. So we need to get credentials first. There we go. And now we should be able to create a backup location. So a target, and we're going to use the share that we just created. In reality, we're going to use a specific user, not the administrator. There we go. Now we can add that. Then let's also set up the shadow copy service for the volume. So ESS backup options for the policy ESS copy backup. And then we can start. All right, backup completed. So now when we go over here, take a look at the backup share, we see the Windows image backup is over here, and we're backing stuff up. Great, that's it for this lab. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you in the next one.